a surgeon who seeks revenge on a man who raped and murdered his 8-year-old daughter. And he seeks revenge on him by kidnapping him and then torturing him for 7 days. It's pretty brutal. It's basically torture porn most of the way through, but it's really good. I could definitely recommend that one. And the final film I'm going to recommend features Liv Tyler, who's one of my favourite actresses, and it's a film called The Strangers, and it's a little bit like that film You're Next, which came out not that long ago. It's basically about some people being terrorised in a house by people wearing masks, but it's really good. It's a lot creepier than You're Next. It's more of a creep fest. Like, the use of music and like camera work is just much more intelligent. Not to say that You're Next isn't a good film. I quite enjoyed You're Next. I think it was a good laugh, but The Strangers is definitely subtler, I think, is the word I would use. But yeah, so that's 3 horror films I'm recommending this week. So I'm going to go back to some music now. This is by an artist called Benign Toxicity, and it's called Daughter of Horror. And it goes like this. So that was Benign Toxicity there with Daughter of Horror. Say that entire track was created using theremin and using various layers, recording a theremin in lots of different ways and then layering it together into an ambient piece. If you're not familiar with the theremin, I did a show on Friday, Bleeps and Beats, that I do every Friday, and I play some theremin music on that from Clara Rockmore, who's one of the most accomplished theremin players in the world. And I give a little bit of background on theremin and how it works. So yeah, check that show out if you were intrigued by those crazy noises you just heard. So I'm going to play you a couple of pieces of soundtrack now from various horror things. The first thing I'm going to play you is from Twin Peaks. I played some music from Twin Peaks on the show before, but it's because Twin Peaks is amazing and it definitely deserves to be seen and also heard. So this is a piece composed by Angelo Badalamenti. I think that's how you say his name. He's an amazing composer. He's done a lot of work with David Lynch and a bunch of other people, and he is very talented. This is the song entitled Laura Palmer's Theme, and it plays at the end of every episode of Twin Peaks, and quite often the end of episodes of Twin Peaks were very scary, so I've always associated this music with being a little bit uneasy. So this is Laura Palmer's Theme by Angelo Badalamenti.
You're listening to Grave Encounters on Pushing Underground Radio.
That was music from The Shining there, the Stanley Kubrick film. And that music was by Wendy Carlos and Rachel Elkind. So I thought I'd include that on the show because I'm still reading Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining that came out about a week or so ago. I can thoroughly recommend it. I'm going to recommend it until I've finished reading it, I expect. It's such a great book. It's just, it gets straight on with it. Like, if you really like The Shining and you want to know more about everything that went on in The Shining, this sequel just opens things up in crazy ways that I won't spoil. It's ridiculously good. Before that, I played Angelo Badalamenti's Laura Palmer theme from the Twin Peaks soundtrack. I've got time for a couple more songs, so I'm going to play you, as promised, some Johnny Cash. This is Don't Take Your Guns to Town.
A young cowboy named Billy Joe grew restless on the farm, a boy filled with wanderlust who really meant no harm. He changed his clothes and shined his boots and combed his dark hair down, and his mother cried as he walked out, "Don't take your guns to town, son, leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town."